The patrons have spoken, and Jordan Love is on the block, guys. We have a 12-team Superflex PPR 175 tight end premium. Start 10. Jordan Love and CeeDee Lamb, or CJ Stroud and Amon-Ra St. Brown, Scott. Big boy trade.
Yeah, I like Jordan Love. We're going to probably say some good things about Jordan Love here, but this is definitely CJ Stroud, Amon-Ra St. Brown. The gap between Lamb and Amon-Ra versus Jordan Love and CJ Stroud. Just the asset CJ Stroud. Keep in mind, 6 weeks ago, CJ Stroud was getting people Josh Allen. He was QB3. Now, can you really net that price in a league? That's a different story, but I think CJ Stroud, if you have him, there's a lot you can do with him, including pivot to other QBs that you probably consider to be better than Jordan Love. I'll take the hit at the receiver here, and I'm using hit in quotation marks because I think probably the ceiling for CeeDee Lamb and Amon-Ra St. Brown, if they repeat what they've done in the past, is closer than what I could do with CJ Stroud. So I'm taking the Stroud and Amon-Ra side very easily here. Shane is holding it in over there because I want to see if he disagrees, but I don't see how he can. Shane, what do you think?
If you do disagree, what would have to be added?
Well, first of all, I appreciate that Scott is going to give our editor a chance to use a old school GIF because we don't get to use those much anymore. I like you, but you're crazy. CeeDee Lamb is infinitely more better than ARSB for me. And Jordan Love is close enough to CJ Stroud that I don't think this is a slam dunk on the CJ Stroud side. I wanted to come much harder than that, but I couldn't. So it wouldn't take much, honestly, unfortunately, as much as I wanted to come hard at Scott, but I do lean the Jordan Love, CeeDee Lamb side, mostly because of CeeDee Lamb. I think Jordan Love is, like I said, within hailing distance of CJ Stroud. I know CJ Stroud, in theory, based on KTC prices, could get you a Josh Allen. I've just never seen it out in the wild. I've never seen it in real life. It's like an urban legend, you know, like when you flash your headlights and then a gang shoots up your car. Like, we've heard stories, but it's never actually happened. Those are the stories about what CJ Stroud can get you. So all that said, give me Jordan Love and CeeDee Lamb.
So you have that story in your neighborhood too, with the white van and everything. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, guys, I got another one for you here. It's a 12-team Superflex PPR 175 tight end premium start 10. Jordan Love and a 25 third, or Carr, Odunze, and Ricky Pearsall, Scott.
Well, I'll take a stand. I don't take stands on players, but I do think Jordan Love probably belongs closer to the elite tier of quarterbacks. He should be in the Burrow, Kyler, Lamar Jackson, Anthony Richardson value range. Not saying you'd prefer one over the other from a scoring perspective, but I think he is on the higher end of that. He's probably a little undervalued. So you're getting one of those guys. If you inserted a couple of those names into this deal, I think a lot of people would see the appeal of getting the elite quarterback. I like the fact that you're giving Derek Carr. He actually counts as part of this trade, which is great because it's hard to get value for him other than, hey, he's a placeholder QB 23. Cool. I have him, but he's worth nothing other than what he gives my roster. Odunze is good. Odunze is a top 15 receiver, probably has some built-in excuse this year if he doesn't go for 1,000 yards. So he's going to hold his value. But I like the fact you're getting Jordan Love. You're getting that sneaky third back, which could buy me something. And I'm doing it essentially with the tax of Derek Carr and Ricky Pearsall, which feel like great assets that you're able to combine for some sort of value that's close to a first. So I'm taking the Love side here pretty easily.
What's it going to be, Shane?
Yeah, also going to take the Love side fairly easily. Now, it's not interesting, but if you could make this a Dunze, like turn into a Neighbors, which if, you know, you had the 104 as opposed to the 106 in this draft, you could have done. So close, but yet so far. If you could have turned Purcell, I'm not going to pronounce his name right, I don't care, into Worthy, which you could have done if this was, say, the 109 instead of the 112. So close, but not close enough. We could be telling a different story, but that's not the story we told. Instead, we've got Purcell and a Dunze instead of Neighbors and Worthy. So close, but yet so far. So yeah, give me Love, free third, which is probably somebody's favorite running back, like a Kimoni Vidal. I'm just mispronouncing everybody's name for everybody in the comments, just so they can trash me in the comments to say I don't even know dudes' names.
Shane, if this is Deshaun Watson instead of Carr and Pearsall, are you taking the Odunze Watson side instead of Love?
No. This time last year, though, I would. So that does tell you how quickly things can change.
All right, guys, lightning round here. What would be needed to be added to this trade in order for it to be executed fairly in a league? Jordan Love on one side, Lamar Jackson on the other side. Quick answers only here, Scott.
Man, just not a deal I would look to propose. You probably have to add a non-first to the Love side, but it's probably got to be a player more likely than a pick, because I doubt somebody is giving up Lamar for Love and a random 26 second. But if you throw on how about a Christian Watson and Jordan Love for Lamar, I could see somebody doing something like that. A receiver that has some appeal, but's not worth a first.
Shane, give someone an idea here.
T. Higgins. Because I don't want to go the easy stack. Throw T. Higgins and Jordan Love at someone, see if you get Lamar Jackson. Wide receiver with some name cachet or casha, but really doesn't move the needle.